Jen and I have talked a lot at length about why the victories that we seek are not going to come from the left. They're just not. And part of the reason why they won't come from the left is because there is still this belief that the fighting can be done within the Democratic Party establishment, and it just can't be done. So if you try to go down that road, you're wasting your time. I am not going to waste my time. I'm not going to get used to it, control your vessel. No one should. We have an obligation to fight, so let's fight. Anybody in the chat who thinks that I'm going to give you the satisfaction of addressing anything that you say, it's not going to happen if you're trying to troll. It just doesn't work. I appreciate you contributing to the algorithm, and I won't kick you out of here. You can say whatever you want. Don't attack other people. That you can't do. If you want to give me shit, say whatever you want. I don't care. And you know I don't care because I don't stop you and I don't engage you. If I was truly bothered by you, I would just kick you out. But I'm actually not going to do that because I know that you won't stop commenting and that won't stop helping other people see the channel. So thank you for contributing. I appreciate it. And that, of course, gets to a very key problem that many of us have now seen. As it relates to what happened with Graham Plattner and what is now going to be attempted to be done to Abdul El-Sayed in Michigan, the other and maybe the most outstanding element of all Kshama Sawant is the best candidate running for higher office right now, in this moment, against one of the absolute worst representatives in the entire country. Now, as we mentioned, this upcoming week, we are officially dropping our billboards that will appear in 4 different locations throughout the Seattle area, and we'll hopefully get her over the top by August 4th. That being said, there are going to be excuses after excuses after excuses as to why those that are in, let's say, the DSA, those that are supporters of the Democratic Party, are not going to lift a finger for Kshama Sawant. And they will come up with every single excuse that they can think of as to why they are not going to help her. Here's one of them. I don't know who Vibe Instructor is. She has a decent platform. Unfortunately, Kshama Sawant is so off-putting to me, just relentlessly negative. Well, you see, guys, we've had Kshama Sawant on our channel multiple times, and I think we've had very good conversations. Is she overwhelmingly negative because the entire system sucks and is broken, and we have to stop pretending that we can salvage it? I don't know about you, but I would think that that's a pretty good reason to be a little ticked off about everything that's going on right now. Some of the comments. Unfortunately, it's because things are that bad, and she's correct. I get it can be off-putting to many, but I'd take her any day to fight for the policies I believe in. And that is an excellent point. Why would you not take somebody who is going to fight for the policies that you believe in? I do not trust AOC. I don't know what she's passed recently or what she is currently fighting for in Washington, specifically because the clips in my feed are never about that. Oh, you just don't like her because you say that you don't like the way she talks. So also feigning ignorance about what she's actually fighting for. If you know enough to comment on whether or not Kshama Sawant should be supported for Congress, you should know enough about what her policies are. Seeing as how you're a she-her leftist, you would think that they would at least know the deal in terms of what they're supporting. Or not. She did legitimately really cool things and burned like every bridge ever possible in the history of ever in order to get those policies through. Yes, she did have to burn a lot of bridges because she went against the corporate establishment. Another person says, that's a you problem. Congrats, you caught the part of the tweet that specifies to me. You know what I found interesting? The fact that this tweet went pretty far, that a lot of people liked it and shared it and subscribed. And again, it gets back to what we've been maintaining forever. The algorithm is a dishonest representation of where people are politically. And in many cases, these are coming from bot accounts, making you believe that they're really popular when in reality, they're not at all. Would you rather someone relentlessly positive at the expense of being realistic? I wouldn't. And this person says false dichotomy. Actually, it's not. It's actually very honest. A lot of people can't handle the truth, so they like a softer blow. Keep scrolling. This dumbass with the Ukraine flag has to say, laugh out loud, I could go on and on about why I dislike her, but I think she's a narcissist with a messiah complex, to put it simply. If she's not the center of the movement, then the movement is invalid to her. That's why she's made so many splinter organizations. She's the main focus. Are you nuts? The only other organization she have is Workers Strike Back. You got a problem with Workers Strike Back? Apparently. No one would ever accuse a lot of progressives of necessarily knowing the score. I'm not saying that it is a universal problem, but you get these overwoke ones in particular, that political nuance is just not within their vocabulary. I often think about what she's like when canvassing. In my head, she catches normie people off guard in a grocery store parking lot by somehow turning a simple hi into a lecture on why everything is terrible. Well, you know, most things are terrible, FDR Wallace Dem. You call yourself a Henry Wallace Democrat and you're shitting on Kshama Sawant? Change your name. Change your entire makeup, because it's a disaster. Correct. I don't know why Joy platform her. I don't know why Joy platform Tucker Carlson, just a mess over. Fuck that shit. Let's end with Roof Dog. I come to find her hater behavior endearing, consistent, and often correct. The people in politics are not supposed to be your friend. In fact, one of the worst elements in politics is when people become friends, because then there's a chance that they're not going to do their job. And especially if they're on the corporate dole, you know that they won't do their job. That is the danger in people having a love of personality in politics. It's one of the biggest sins of all. These people are not supposed to be your friends. You are not supposed to be celebrating them. And yet we have this crisis where dominant personality is what ultimately gets people excited about a political candidate. Don't fall for it. And if our channel does nothing else, we hope that you can share that similar sentiment. But I personally think that Kshama Sawant is great. And the fact that you don't even know enough about her politics to know that she's running against perhaps the worst Democrat going right now in Adam Smith, who is attempting to merge the Democrat. They're trying to merge the U.S. and Israeli militaries together, and he was the author of that bill. This should be the primary focus of everybody right now, helping Kshama win. Just like we know that the best strategy in front of us regarding Debbie Wasserman Schultz is supporting Sheila McCormick. And there's statistical data to back it up. We're not here to win popularity contests. We're just here to help and to help everyone help themselves. That's our job.